Hi. Hello. So today I'm going to be talking about why I plan on um, deleting my Facebook, even though I haven't deleted my Facebook yet. So my plan is to delete my Facebook, but I haven't deleted it yet. So I'm just thinking, oh, I should do it today. I should do it tomorrow. I should do it next month, next year, and like this thing has become kind of a hassle because I realized that as much as I want to delete my Facebook, it's tied to so many things. So it's really difficult to actually delete my Facebook. Now, why is it that I want to delete my Facebook? Well, okay, so first of all, Facebook is a social networking website and it is about your friends. And as far as my friends, like I rarely even interact with them on Facebook, so it's kind of like a useless app for me at this point. I even tried sending one of my friends like last year a gift card and they never even opened it like a whole year later. So I ended up using the money myself. So, like, Facebook is completely useless. The only people who even try to contact me on Facebook is my parents, whom, you know, eh. So, next, the next thing is another reason why I want to delete Facebook is, like it's so political and, I think it's great to talk about politics, but honestly, like they never seem to be doing anything right. Like this whole like whistleblower thing that came out where this girl was testifying in court and it just seems like a complete show and it seems like she was picked by Facebook, I think, like to blow the whistle and testify. It doesn't seem real or anything at all. It just seems like I mean, it's pretty prevalent that Facebook does have internal issues, but it doesn't seem like her intention was to be there to you know, put the nail on the hammer on Facebook. It just seems like that she was kind of like a defense for them or an alternative measure for them to push their ultimate agenda of censorship. Because she has like, if you do any research on her, she has like this extensive background, uh, that that uh, provides evidence that she could, push a censorship campaign. So, you know, uh, tech wise, I just don't like the whole Facebook team. It's just meh. And it's really kind of gross because like when you watch the politicians and you see the general public of the United States and the whole international world, and they seem to like for the most part not to be in a complete full circle about what's going on. And that's very troublesome. So I think the smallest thing I could do to contribute to that is just deleting my Facebook. So the next thing is it's just, in apps in general, like they just seem to be going so downhill. Like I, like as a single person, especially like these days with all the harsh lockdowns, trying to get a date is so hard. And I try using these apps and they just seem to like only be there to promote like promiscuous activities, and I don't want to do like promiscuous activities. So it's just really weird that all these apps are like lets in all this ad traffic from those kind of sources continually on dating apps, and it's just really annoying. And it's like you have all this censorship power, but you can't block those kind of ads. And then like there's so many places in so many like gay organizations in New York City that are also like pushing pro promiscuity, which is very interesting, I think. Um, so in general, just apps and going back to like apps and Google. Oh my gosh, I could say so much more for Google. I wish I could quit Google, but it seems so like integrated into everyday life. Um, like I try making a purchase for this fabric back here on eBay, and Google gives me the hardest time logging into my account. And they have this all these policies that just came out like this year, like constant policy after policy that's with two-face authentication. It's just so hard to get into your own account, and they'll say, "Oh, someone hacked your account just because you logged in from a different IP." But it's you, and they lock you out of your own account, and they'll say it's a hacker, but there's no hacker. So it's just like the whole original reason why these Facebook and Google and all these things were so popular in the first place is because of their convenience. But now they're their security policies and censorship is just making them completely inconvenient and completely useless. So I really just don't like Facebook and Google right now. It's just terrible, totally terrible. And as I said, since they're tied to so many things, it's just so hard to quit. Like you if I close my Facebook account, it's linked to my like tutoring account. So then I'm like, oh, then how am I gonna get my tutoring done? And it's such a headache. So like thinking, oh, I want to delete it today. Well, maybe I have to separate those accounts first before I can do that. And when I think about it, it's they're linked to they have so much. It's like they're a monopoly, you know? Like, it's like Facebook and Twitter and Google are a monopoly because when I think about it and I try to use all these different resources, I end up getting roadblocked by them, constantly. And it's just so frustrating because I just wanna delete my Facebook, and now I have to think, "Oh, but, like, how will I access this and how will I access that?" So, they really feel like a monopoly to me, and I really wish they weren't monopolies because that's just I don't even that's just terrible, and it's very, very inconvenient, which is, like, so ironic because, like, originally, like, Facebook and, you know, Google and all of these, they were always creating these things that were convenient, and now they're so anti-convenient. So, yeah, I guess that's in short, like, why I really wanna delete my Facebook, but I haven't deleted it yet. So, yep, I guess that's it, and, I don't know what I'll be posting next because I usually post really random things. So, goodbye.